All right, what's up, guys? We'll let everybody get in here. Hopefully, my audio is coming through fine, and definitely have a few exciting updates. And can't wait to have Block in here as well, and just kind of discuss some of the stuff that we've been doing. But super excited to have everybody here. I think I really think the if nothing else, the past few weeks have kind of really been a good display of kind of the potential for, regardless of what happens in the macro markets, being able to kind of carve your own path regardless, like I said, of weakness outside. No matter how soft the market is, that's really a great time for projects to cement themselves, and I think we've been doing a great job of that, and definitely stands out. So let me go ahead and get Block up here with me. All right. So yeah, we'll share some updates. Like I said, I'll talk a bit about what me and Block are working on and getting the word out, and then also some very exciting updates as someone that's been, a crypto connoisseur for a long time. Just working with some of the teams that we've just started working with is really, it's almost surreal. So we're super excited about that, and we'll get more into that in a bit. I don't know, Block, if you can just say a few things and we'll get it rolling, however you see fit.
Oh yeah, man. I don't know. I just think that AI at the moment, um, current current, it's kind of like you see a decline in like because the meta changes so quickly, and for you guys to be able to still be rocking out with the high market cap that you have, and getting the mind share, like a bunch of people talking about you, and like usually projects, they don't stick around quite this long. So that makes me like super bullish on seeing like how you guys have handled this little mini bear. I guess I don't know what you call it, to be honest. Bear trap. I don't know what to call it. I still on the fence on what exactly is going on right now. I don't know if it's a tariff thing. Like, dude, it's a tariff trap. It's not a bear trap. It's a tariff. I don't know, but yeah, like you guys seeing how you guys have handled it. Seeing how you guys have handled like other metas coming in, and you guys are still like building and able to get attention and stuff like that. I don't know, man. I think it's solid. I think that you guys keep um onboarding new team members, onboarding new community members every day. I think that's solid, and I think like that's the only way projects are going to be able to be sustainable and last. A lot of people go for like a lot of people go for this. I don't know what you even call it. Like, it's like this pump and dump mentality of, oh, we have to have a lot of hype. Um, but we see it every cycle. Like they're like, even when it was NFTs, like you'd have these hyped NFTs that would be worth, $5 in a week, right? So in reality, like they never were worth anything. It was all hype all the time, instead of letting people think, like getting people to think logically about what they're buying or whatnot. So at the moment, bullish on Suede, because you guys actually have a real project, and you guys are actually sitting here building day in, day out. So bullish on you guys for that, and you're onboarding new team members and stuff like that every day. I think that's probably, dude, that honestly is one of the biggest things that you can do, is get people to talk about you organically. Like, it's dope. It's really good to see. So yeah, man. And honestly, dude, real talk. Like, I've seen some projects that, dude, they look good outside looking in. Like, they look really good. A lot of engagement. Just, they look good, right? A lot of followers, whatever. But when you look a little bit beyond the surface, you realize that it's propped up by bullshit. Like, there's nothing really there. And it's unfortunate, you know, like it sucks, bro. Like it actually sucks because in the grand scheme of things, you're here to build something and a lot of other people are here just to, you know, like trick people into giving away all their Solana, and Solana is going to be at $1,000 in the future. It'll be at $500 in the future. It'll be at, you know what I mean? Like, so don't let anybody take your soul, guys. Like, don't let anybody take your Solana because you're gonna, dude. I looked through some of my. I'm actually gonna change my PFP to one of these rug P. I'm gonna get my money's worth out of it, man. I was looking at my wallet, my main wallet, and I had bought a bunch of NFTs during the NFT bull run. Man, I paid 1 Solana, 2 Solana, 3 Solana for these NFTs that are worth 0.001. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm changing my PFP. If you guys have any, yeah, dude, if you guys have any, I don't know, suggestions, I'll take them. But I think I know what I'm gonna use. Like, yeah, I'm gonna change it to a rugged collections PFP because I gotta get my money's worth, man. Like, there's absolutely no value in any of these projects. But yo, AI Suede, all you have to do is say, hey, make me a song. I want a female singer. I want it to be R&B. She got her heart broke, and I want to listen to that. And it'll make you a song, and you own the rights to it. Like that's incredible. You know, like it's actually incredible. What if you are a singer, and you know it basically gives you the reference track. It gives you a reference track if you're a singer. Like, if you're a rapper and if you're ever having, if you're ever having, um, writer's block, you literally can just ask like, hey, what, give me some ideas for this, and it'll do a whole song, and you can take the parts that you like and tweak them, work with them however you like. I don't know, man. Like, not a lot of projects can say that they've built something that actually works. There's a lot of AI agents where all it is you go to a Telegram. Oh, we got Trump AI, we got Donald Trump, we got Joe Rogan speaking in our Telegram, and it's just this AI fucking, you know, like someone created an AI and it's a chat bot. Like, wow, it's not even verbal, not even vocal. It's literally just a text chat bot. Like, wow, this is great, guys. Good job. They're gone, yo, and they're gone 2 days later because they rugged it like that. It sucks, man. Like the bar is low, but you guys are doing your thing and like raising the bar every day. So kudos to you guys for sure. Yeah, kudos to you guys.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. And yeah, the recent pullback was definitely a bit of a flushing out. I think so many of the AI agent projects were just that, simply an AI agent. And our AI agent didn't even really come until 2 months into the project, and it's just a way to facilitate bringing music from the platform that's trending on Suede Social and bringing it to X. It's by no means the product. And the way that agents are going to work, we'll have hundreds of them doing different tasks for AI related songs in the future. But having an kind of creating a token that really doesn't isn't required in the process, nor is there a pathway to monetization, is kind of at least meme coins. You know what you're getting with some of these AI agents. Very misleading because they were just a fork of Eliza, which is the basic framework for most AI agents. Although Virtuals is changing that, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about that as we go on. But yeah, when you mentioned too the writer's block, the way that this is evolving, essentially you're going to be collaborating with yourself. So as you're feeding each model information as to what you like, what you don't like, it's called dynamic conversation. So it's adapting itself, and I'm sure a lot of people have used Chat GPT and witnessed this. It starts to change its responses based on what you've shown to be, keen of or not. And so when you get this model and basically the way that you train it, which is so cool, is you just jam with it, which is what musicians do best. So you just play with it, you just jam back and forth, and you're refining the model and fine tuning it as you do this. And where it becomes very valuable is when each artist has their own model. So you can fork the model and then start creating something that is more directed by you. You have some more creative say in it. And then you, more importantly, you've installed yourself in between the studio and the royalty payments so that you're not just getting leapfrogged, which has been the case up until now. I mean, most of the shows or movies that you watch, the majority of that's AI music. And because there's so many artists in that pool, you can't draw a lineage back to anyone specifically. So the artist just gets totally left out. Whereas if I'm using Kanye West's model, um, first of all, Kanye West knows what some of the outputs are. He can also check what was created to make sure that, he signs off on it. And then more importantly, anything else isn't Kanye West's model and it's not verified. So, having the ability to use blockchain to verify where it's coming from, the provenance, and then also the IP being secured in the form of, CNFTs is really, it's something people have talked about for a long time, especially in the NFT space, and it's always made sense, but the technology just wasn't there. And fortunately, it is there now, and we're able to do it. So I think really the goal of Suede since day one, I called it the most un-AI because it's really and Jack Dorsey said something, not to get too long-winded on this, but he said, our reality is going to become more and more difficult to discern if it's a simulation or not. And the only way that we can actually protect our autonomy and our agency is with self-directed AI agents. So we'll leverage AI agents to determine what is real, what isn't, and also kind of protect our reality. So using these models, we've protected the artist against being completely left out of the equation. And now there's not just some one, deep seek model that makes all the songs. Every artist has the ability to have their own agent, and they have, creative input. So they know what's coming out. And then, like I said, they can receive royalties. So, ultimately that's been the mission since day one. And, AI is coming whether we like it or not. And if we embrace it correctly, it can be like crypto, a form of self-empowerment and self-sovereignty, but we need to make sure that we're realistic about it. Some people like to act like it'll never be, what a person can create. But we launched Suede Radio just so people could hear what the songs that AI is putting out. You can do that right now. Go to suedeai.xyz and you can hear everything that's being created in Suede Social. But a lot of people don't want to have to go to websites and stuff, but we want people to hear it. So if you check out the radio, you'll hear all the songs are created by Suede AI with a couple sentences of prompts. And, that's where it sits now as we continue to evolve. The artistry is going to become more and more involved because we're going to have a DAW so people can refine what it creates afterwards. But right now, it's just very accessible for everybody to try. And yeah, if you create something on it, you own all rights to it. If you're a content creator, you can make yourself 1,000 songs and never have to worry about copyright claims. There's no cost to use it. There's a small token gate. It's about $150. You don't have to sign any transactions. Totally free to use, whatever yours to own. If someone wants to pay you for it, it, you can do that. And then if you get approved for our creator fund, you can get a $15,000 grant, and then we provide the services that a legacy record label would offer. So yeah, it's like there are a lot of projects out there, and the AI LARP was becoming very strong for sure. But fortunately, there's a few that have really been doing incredible things, and the ones that weren't knew that they weren't, and I think mostly took off over the past few weeks. So Yeah, we were making all-time highs a week a few days ago against our Solana pair. So it was there was definitely, I mentioned this before you came on. No matter how soft, the macro markets are, I think um, there's always going to be an opportunity for people to get involved. And I'm glad that you mentioned too, don't give your Solana away. I remember when, we were buying ICOs with Bitcoin and ETH, and those a lot of really silly projects got a lot of money, and NFTs too. I know at least a couple addresses that are pretty much elephant graveyards of awful NFT projects that made sense at the time. And I was probably paying an ETH in gas as well, which wasn't a lot then, but it is now. So yeah, you just want to be very discerning. It's easy to get pulled into the hype. Um, but like the way that I mentioned it to our team and the way that I've looked at it, when everything was kind of, pulling back recently, and like you said, that mini bear market, I couldn't imagine being a meme project and just saying, look, guys, we're going to get through this. We've got, a really funny picture. And don't get me wrong, that's very valuable. And, the communities that are created are, incredible. It's just not in my wheelhouse, not something that I'm particularly good at. But when we were pulling back, I can say, look, we've got a model that has 1,500 unique users a day, that people are creating songs as we speak, that anybody that's jumped on and tried it has been completely blown away that it was even capable to do these things. So, being able to lean on those sort of things when times are tough is been incredibly valuable, I think, for us and for people that are involved in the project to feel comfortable with, where they've parked their money.
Yeah, honestly, I can totally see that because I was surprised, like pleasantly
Yeah.
surprised, like, holy crap, this guy is like, yo, this guy's working his ass off right now. He like, how long did it take you to create the actual product of the AI that makes the songs?
So
How long did it take you to create that?
probably about a month and a half, which was a very intense month and a half, and it's still so intense. And yeah, I'm working on pretty much every other night of sleep. And anybody that's on the team will tell you that a lot of them still aren't certain that I'm not an AI. That's been a real question because I'm always in there. For me, I think that there's a unique opportunity to really be involved in something that could actually benefit, future generations. And as a father, to me, that's super important, of course, but then also loving music and creating music, being able to kind of make sure that we acknowledge and give credit to musicians where it's due and not just, kind of get rid of their ability to support themselves, I think is awesome. So there's a unique opportunity to create something like that and then also monetize it. And it's just like, that's an opportunity that few people, I think, get to see in their lives. And the parts of the team and myself that really get it, I think we're just inspired beyond fatigue. But it's a great feeling. It's not always easy, obviously, but yeah, we are all in. And anybody that's spent any time watching this project knows that to be the case. We can get accused of a lot of things. Be a bit crazy. Sometimes we can make lofty goals, but
Hold on, wait. You're rugging a little bit. I think you are AI. I think you sound like a computer right now.
but,
Okay, so a month and a half. That's pretty dope,
yeah,
man. It's not long at all. Are you doing making updates to the actual um AI? Like I know you're building more AIs like to do
mhm.
different things, but so you're making updates to the original like music AI?
Always. So there's always fine tuning that's taking place, and it gets better as time progresses, which is cool because it evolves with us to some extent. But yeah, we're always fine tuning that, and then a lot of the if you've heard the models, just I think it's so damn good. Like, it's studio grade songs that are better than anything in the top 10. Am I coming through clear now?
Yeah, you're good now.
Okay, cool.
And you're right though. Like the top fucking 200 Billboard whatever. A lot of those
Yeah,
songs are not that good, man.
no, no. They're not, and people know it. And what's pretty interesting too is some of the most original things, believe it or not, that I've heard recently have come from Suede AI, and not from, actual artists, which has been kind of shocking, but not completely surprising, because it has become, so kind of formulaic. So, this is it sounds like a paradox, but this is how we retain like humanity in music, by actually pushing the envelope and bigger and better things. Like, it's like new renaissance, and not just in music, but that's going to be the case across a number of sectors. So yeah, the songs that come out continue to blow my mind. One instance I'll tell you about is a user had created a song where they said we want dramatic violins and dramatic pianos, and it was put in the lyrics section by accident, and the agent wasn't sure if it wanted to actually have violins and pianos as the instruments, or actually incorporate it into the lyrics, and so it did both. And the way that it said, via piano keys and, violins, embrace the moon, like, it did it was something like you would have assumed to be, an 18th century poem or something. It was really incredible. And I love that example because it does those sort of things all the time. But once we get artists that are putting the MIDI data in the stems, which are the different tracks within the track, and then fine tuning that, like, it becomes another instrument. It's no longer kind of like the entire thing. It's just another tool. And Kanye West spoke about that too. He said, people are so afraid of loops, of samples, of got the other example that he put, but now it's the industry norm, and he sees AI as that as well. So yeah, I think it's going to be really cool. I really like that it's super easy for people to use, and kids that maybe aren't going to learn music theory, they'll jump on and make a song to fuck with their friend on about their Fortnite game, and you'll write a few sentences, have a full song, and then the hope is maybe they say, "Oh, well, that was kind of good, but I want to leave this part out," and they bring it to the DAW, and then they start inadvertently kind of learning music and getting involved in something a little bit more intellectually engaging than just the typical scrolling that we're very fond of. So yeah, no, it's pretty exciting.
Yeah, dude, I remember when auto tune was like
Yeah.
it was only two people that used it. T-Pain and Lil Wayne were the only people that used auto tune. Now
And
like
share.
it oh, right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Which no one knew at the time, but
Right.
like we literally have every rapper uses it.
Hmm.
Most of the singers use it. Like it's a pop staple now to
Yep.
use auto tune, whether it's heavy to where you can really tell, or where it's light where
Yep.
it just fixes the key, like it's really light sometimes. So yeah, it's industry standard now to use that. So
Yep.
I don't know, man. I think you're right. I think you guys are like miles ahead, like light years ahead of the game at the moment. And I think it's cool to see like people like, because me, I never learned music theory either.
Mm.
So to know that I could just hop in and try to like do some stuff, like play around with it after it's already done all the heavy lifting, the real work for me. Like, maybe I want to change this one. Yeah, dude, that's cool as shit. That's really an attractive offer. That's a
Yeah.
super attractive offer.
And we've
Okay.
no, sorry, we built it as such as well, so that anybody can use it. Everything's cloud based, so storage, song generation, and then the digital audio find it. We built it so that it's all processing the cloud, so that if you're in developing countries or places that maybe don't have access to like top-notch hardware, you can run this and do this for the first time ever on a Raspberry Pi. So I think that's also really cool, and I think it's going to help even the playing field for a lot of kids that normally wouldn't have access, even in school, to these same sort of tools, like even for instance autotune. Like it's still tough for a lot of people to be able to run a machine that can actually have a good algorithm that can do that. Well, we've built everything in the cloud so that that'll never be an issue, which I think is was a really cool move on our part, that we're able to do it. And again, it's just the technology has advanced so much, so we're fortunate.
Hell yeah, man. Hell to the yeah. We we got a hand up. I'm gonna take it to Cedric's. What's going on, Cedric's?
What's up, guys? What's good, everyone? It's me, Cedrics. How's it going out here, and how is it cooking? So that just passing by, and I decided to hop on this VC to send up a greeting to everyone, cause I saw it's being co-hosted by my G Block. I just said I should send my greetings and fucking greet you all. How you doing?
That was terrible, Cedric. I'm going to put you back on mute, sir. Yeah, I apologize, Suede. I apologize. They come up here and they
No,
don't
it's fine.
understand. They do not understand that we're having real conversations. We're not here for that fluff.
Yeah,
We're not here for you to glaze me. Oh, I just had to come up here and talk to Block. No, no. If that is why you
yeah,
come to the
yeah,
space, just leave. Just leave.
yeah.
Just get out of the space.
Yeah,
Just go.
I kind of agree, unfortunately.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Were you listening? Hold on, Suede. Cedric's, are you still there? Cedric's, are you still there?
I'm
All
here.
right.
This is from
Were you listening to any of the conversation that we
me.
had? Me and Suede were talking about
Yeah,
any of the
bro.
AI stuff.
Yeah, bro. I I've been here. I had overheard you guys talking about the AI stuff, about the music stuff, and other topics. I've been here for a few minutes. I
What are your thoughts on what we were speaking on?
it's a good plan, and it's gonna be a good strategy for the human beings. Like it's gonna be good. The AI version.
Wait,
I
wait, wait, wait,
understand, bro.
wait, wait,
But
wait.
I don't know how to speak out, bro. My accent is kind of
No, shut
bad.
the.
You don't have to
No,
speak.
hell no. I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you. Oh, it's my accent. No, it's not your. Hell no, it's not your accent, dude. God damn it. Oh my
I'm
God,
sorry.
bro.
I just want to hang around and
This motherfucker is
fucking
sitting there listening to music. He's like, oh, wait, he called on me? Okay, get out of here with that.
Yeah, you. Yes, what he's trying to say is that it's gonna be helpful for those who cannot afford to go to some studio and record some song. This process will be very simple for them to follow. That is what he's trying to say, bro.
thank you.
No,
Yes.
that
And
there
you
you
guys
it's
are
not
Wait,
bad.
like
who is
that's
in the
my food.
background telling you what to say? I heard them, Cedrics. I heard them. No, I'm just messing with you.
He's my bro-
Huh?
he's my brother. He's my brother.
Yeah, I figured. All right. Well, good, good. I'm glad. But is this something that you guys out there are would be interested in? Do you guys see that they're like see the value in it? Some that creating songs for people or yourselves or whatnot.
Yeah, bro, that would be fucking helpful for users like us, my mere mates, youth, and teenagers in my country. There are a lot of them, but not able to afford the studio set, something. This would be fucking helpful for both the Nigerians, bro,
Wow.
and Africans,
Now
for
it's
real.
now it's a great comment.
And this is fucking gonna take a lot of youth in Nigeria from the aspect of scamming and do something right with your life, because a lot of them have those talent but they can't afford money to go to studio and record some song, so they all get thrown out of their rights. So if this is really true and is really working right now, it's fucking gonna help a lot of the youth, bro.
That's great.
Yeah, like me, I'm a musician, bro. This will be helpful for me too.
What's the website, Suede?
SuedeAI.xyz.
There you go, Cedrics.
Yep.
SuedeAI.xyz.
Yep.
You can literally just go to the website, tell your friends to go to the website, tell your bro, and you guys can start working at the moment, like right now,
Mhm.
after we get off the space, of course, on your own music.
Hey,
Yep. And if you go to suedeai.org,
hey, bro.
there's information as well. But yeah, that's the place to go. I'm glad to hear that. You plan on using it. I think that's really going to be an opportunity for a lot of people. So it's cool to hear.
Cool, bro. Do this have any Telegram? I could hop in and fucking just assist.
Yeah.
I just hang around this and fucking make some new tweets using this only. I'm fucking dedicated to City.
Yeah,
This is a good play, a good narrative, bro.
for sure.
I would love to help send it.
Yeah, go to linktree.com/SuedeAI, and it has socials, all our websites, any information you need.
It's in their bio. It's in his bio. You can
Yes.
look at his bio
Hey,
and go to their
bro.
link tree.
All right. I've seen it. I'm just looking out to asking Sude AI, the main person hosting this.
Mm.
I could assist with the hypes and some rates
Well,
though.
well,
I could just
All
give it
we
right,
in
can
all
just to see
right,
if I could
all
we
start
can
up
right.
talk.
from there. I ain't asking for a
We,
tip. I ain't
Jesus
asking for no tip,
Christ.
bro.
This isn't a fuck. This is not a job interview, Cedrics.
yeah, no,
Okay,
no,
I'm
just
sorry.
shoot me a message. We'll get
Jesus.
back to you, man.
Give them an inch, Johnny, and they'll take a mile. They'll take a mile, dude.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
Every time.
yeah,
Every time. It's fine. We got another hand up. What's up, Prince?
Yo, what's up, legends? Thanks for having me up. Yo, this is like crazy. This is some good tech. Now, I've been dabbling with AI music too, recently. I've been utilizing Suno. Um, I actually came across Suno through ChatGPT once, and then they finally created their standalone app. And don't get me wrong, I like it, but it's definitely not as, I guess, lucrative as your design, because in order to be able to save or promote these songs in a way where you can monetize, you have to pay for the pro, which is $10 a month. And I figured, like, with Suede, it's like, okay, if I pay $150, I pretty much flat out get everything, and I just continue get the I can continuously tweak it as I go, which is cool. So one question I did have is, you already have a song in particular. Like, let's say I created a song already, not through AI, but I mastered it and produced it, for example. Can I upload a portion, like maybe like if there's a certain melody that I want to hit, can I take that portion of the melody and upload it into Suede in order to uh
yeah. So yeah, absolutely. Right now, that is built out. It's not live on the site just because we need to make sure that we're adhering to any copyright laws. So if somebody's loading someone else's music that is copyrighted, that we could run into issues. So we have it. Can you hear me okay?
okay. Yeah, I hear you. That's fine. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah, so we have it. The feature that we will be rolling out before we actually have that moderation filter up is the ability for it to check the resonances of your face just by talking to it, and then you'll have your voice in any of the lyrical parts. But yeah, the uploading will definitely be there. We just need to build out a moderation filter because it unfortunately can't be copyrighted works that we feed into it.
I understand. Well, can it be, because you know how like people do a lot of cover art, right?
Hmm.
So let's say it's something like yeah, let's say it's typically it's copyrighted, but it's in
Hmm.
their own version like cover. Are you able to just extract the melody from the artist's voice rather than the lyrics, so it's not getting striked for copyright?
Yeah, so based off of the legal opinion that we've received, if it does have components of the melody, it can be still subject to, copyright recourse. It's not likely to happen. And what we're trying to do before we even roll out any sort of filter is to see if there's a way that we can adequately change any part of the song so that it would be legally not, susceptible to copyright strikes, which isn't too hard, but making it happen on every single song just kind of as a formula is what we want to make sure happens. And but yeah, we'll be there. And I do think that the laws are pretty favorable regarding it. It's pretty fair.
Gotcha.
And regarding
That
the cost too, I just wanted
makes
to say, another great aspect of it is, Suno, you pay that a month. This has no cost. The token gate is actually you just holding Suede token. Yeah, yeah.
Prince, you're rugging hard as hell,
Yeah.
dude. Are you AI?
Yes, I'm right.
But no, the Web3,
Bro is on a dial-up connection. What in the heezy?
but no, the Web3 component is very important to actually making all of this work. Not only just for creator incentives, but also for actually tracing provenance and allowing people to, I mean, I think everybody to some extent is degen. And, we want to speculate on, people's works on whether that be memes or that be music. And so having the Web3 element allows us to take a financial interest in, the project or in individual creators and revenue streams. So, yeah, I think it makes a big difference beyond just like the monthly cost or anything.
That's actually really dope, to be honest. That's really cool. Seems like you guys. I mean, you've been around for a while though,
Mhm.
so you've had, I'm sure, plenty of time to think of everything.
Yeah.
And when something arises, like a matter arises, you're like, oh shit, we gotta do this.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure that happens a lot, probably.
Yeah. And also I've been in crypto now for like 9 years and never launched anything, never really saw a reason to launch anything. I thought a lot of the governance tokens were kind of silly because, 70% were held by some VC. So, what sort of governance is that? It was just kind of like a duct tape token, which, is getting better. And there are some that are very good. But I didn't really see there being a need for the melding of, crypto or anything else in a way that actually was interesting. But when I saw what was happening with the music industry and, people getting exploited, and then I saw, 13-year-olds rugging people on pump fun, I was like, all right, we've got to introduce some standards back to this industry, as well as, like empower people's creativity because we talk about self-sovereignty, but if you're not self-sovereign in your, actual creative component, which is what makes us human, I think, then it's what good is it? You're still you're still kind of like a product of the state. So I saw a unique opportunity to do this, and yeah, I've been thinking about it for quite some time, maybe even more than is healthy. But yeah, we've put a lot of thought into it. It's been very important to us for sure.
Yeah, sounds dope, man. Did you get that answer, Prince? Are you back?
Yeah, I'm back now. I rugged out. So that last bit I didn't hear, but I didn't get to hear the pricing. He wanted to cover pricing. I didn't hear that.
Yeah, so I was just saying that, this is free, and but beyond even it just being free, having the ability to tokenize and to fractionalize and do all of the cool things that we like about, investing and crypto in particular, without there being any sort of gatekeeping, and also having royalty streams that are instantaneous and transparent, all the Web3 elements that we kind of love, and the ability to speculate on stuff and make money off it. That makes it, more valuable than, regardless of what they were charging per month, or if we were charging, being able to actually monetize your work and then monetize your speculation on degrees of success, is, I think, pretty exciting.
Okay, yeah, thank you for that. You guys are really building for sure. And so you said it was suedeai.xyz.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. Now, when I'm not by a computer, but when I do, when I get on the website, do I have to like pay? Do I have to like hold a token? Because you did say it's token gated.
Yeah. Yep. So you have to hold 7,500 Suede, which, like I said, I think is about $150 maybe, and you don't have to sign any transactions. A lot of people that have gotten into Suede are very new to crypto, so I didn't want anyone feeling like they should be comfortable signing transactions. But your profile will be linked to your wallet, so you just log in, and then, like I said, no signing, no gas, nothing. And then anywhere you go, you can use that profile. If you attach an email, you can log in with it, and you can pull up 1,000 songs on your phone without having to worry about storage, and they're available for you wherever you go. And that's it. And then, as the token appreciates, you obviously would be susceptible to the same volatility as a token holder, and you can sell them at any time. They're not staked or locked.
Yeah.
Let's take it to Koi Bud. What's up,
What's
Koi
going
Bud?
on, guys? How's it going today?
My
How's
man,
everybody
what's up,
doing?
Clay?
Doing good, doing good. I just wanted to chime in on a couple talking points there. A couple speakers back, one guy was mentioning about some more like cover songs, or like could be a whole nother angle to it there that gets developed over time, as far as like actually, because you can do cover songs and use somebody else's IP in a properly licensed format. So you could then look at, as your own IP catalog gets more fleshed out and developed out, offering that as another revenue stream for creators, is to be able to put their own works up to be relicensed for other creators to make derivative works and stuff, or tap into existing, IP catalogs and stuff like that out there. So just that kind of flashed in my mind. And then the other thing I was thinking on too was, oh shit, I lost it there. But yeah, that was one of the things I was thinking on that one. And then yeah, I'd lost my other talking point there for a second. But just wanted to mention on that. It seemed like it would be a really interesting angle to that. And then yeah, forgot the other one, but my
No,
thoughts.
I appreciate you coming up, and always great to hear from you, man. And yeah, so the IP factor, you can use songs and you can cover them. There's a few distinctions, if they're for educational purposes, and a few other elements. So we would just want to make sure that that is included in an adequate amount to the output. But yeah, it
Right.
definitely can be.
Or part of that algorithm you're talking about there, where you have to do a check on it to see if there's any copyrighted materials. Maybe if it gets a hit on the database, you're just paying that licensing fee, and you're allowing that content to be used in a licensing format type of thing. So
Yeah, that's a good point as well. Yeah, we could do that also. I didn't really consider that because, after that, it'd be, if you tried to monetize or use it again, you'd probably run into that issue repeatedly. But
right,
yeah,
or
I
or, or
think,
if you could get a blanket license for like
yes.
basically like all these like Fiverr sites and all that, where you get content that gets repurposed and put into catalogs and
Yep.
relicensed and stuff like that. So
Yep.
it's an interesting concept, and it's another way for individual creators to plug into the ecosystem, or the flow of commerce that can happen out here. And I think we've talked about this in a few DM
Yeah.
conversations and some of the spaces before. It's like that's really what the real big lightning bolt is to get individual creators that don't necessarily have all the resources to strike lightning and be able to monetize and capture on some of these transactional things, like works made for hire. Like you could be making jingles for, like, say you're a content creator even on X or something, and you're just making, you know, songs for people's bumper reels for their spaces and stuff like that. Well, instead of just being a one-off work made for hire where you make the song and you sell it to, you know, a company to use in their ad or something like that, if there was a way that it can again be repurposed in the future and licensed, and there's attribution to the original creator, so that it's like they can get a little piece of fractionalized revenue in perpetuity as opposed to just a one-time transaction. Again, just kind of getting creators in that kind of entrepreneurial business sense of being able to create more sustainable revenue sources instead of just getting that surface level transaction. So yeah, just interesting concept. Just wanted to chime in on the conversation. Just love the space.
Thank you, man. Thanks for coming up. Appreciate it.
Yeah, the thing about this is it's all encompassing. It's not even just Web3. Like it's got Web3 attached to it, but anybody can get in on it. Any language, like I don't know, man. There's really no downsides. So yeah, really dope. We have a couple new speakers. We got oh, shit. We got Snorkels up here. What's going on, Snorkels? All right, great. Dodged a bullet on that one. What's up, Sharif Dequer? We're gonna try this again. What's up, Sharif? All right, great. No, that works for me. That actually is better. That's better than what I thought was gonna happen. It's actually way better than what I thought was gonna happen. So good shit. All right. So, is there anything else that you wanted to kind of let everybody know, like the updates, other
Yeah.
than gave it earlier?
Yeah. So there's been a ton of things that have rolled out recently, and I put it in a post with our 3-month update. But one thing that we're doing that is I'm super excited about, we've just launched the ability to be multi-chain with the Layer Zero team. So we have OFT, and we've gone from testnet now to ETH mainnet, and now no contracts are live for trading. So if anybody says this is a contract, buy it. It's not. Everyone will know well ahead of time when the contract's up for trading. But we're having an implementation that's going to be on Base and will be launched with liquidity pools on virtuals, which will allow us to utilize the GME framework, which is what virtuals has, and will be a high priority project on virtuals, and have access to their enterprise agreement with X, which they're the only people, even outside of crypto, that I know of that actually have an agreement like this. And you're guaranteed no rate limiting. So if our agent wants to go wild and needs to post 100 times in a minute, he has no rate limiting. Also, most bots do get shadow banned, but Virtuals has this agreement with X because it is quality content that brings people to X through Virtuals. So it's going to be an incredible synergy. That team has always, shocked me with some of the things that they've done. They've created rules for kind of like interstate commerce between agents. So that'll define too how people can monetize. And then the goal in the future is to have Suede as kind of a record label, and there'll be individual agents under Suede that will all be, creating music, all as agents in this agentic nation state with virtual. So that's super exciting. Our multi-chain capability is live. The liquidity pools are not, so don't buy anything that's not on Solana for sure. But we ideally by the end of next week, we will have a base implementation with our partnership with Virtuals as well as Layer Zero. So definitely excited about that.
That's gonna be dope as hell. So you're basically gonna be having multiple agents on the timeline, multiple agents making music under an umbrella, You're gonna have multiple tokens on different blockchains. Base is the next one. Yo, you guys, yeah, dude, hit the ground
Yeah,
running.
yeah.
One, you already have one successful token, so
Well,
what's to say you shouldn't have three or four, right?
Well, no, I agree, and those tokens are going to be in the future. Those are going to be like artists that are created by other people. The tokens that were going to be multi-chain, we use OFT, so there's no creation of additional tokens. The way it works is if I try to bridge to base, layer zero locks my tokens on Solana. And then when I try to bridge back, it burns them on base. So there's no additional tokens that can ever be created. It's just going to be the one Suede, which is going to be one for one across any ecosystem. So we won't dilute holders or anything like that. It'll be beneficial because we'll have more liquidity pools that'll need tokens locked up that'll actually pull from the supply. So it's super bullish. And then other thing I wanted to mention too, that 12 million market cap, we've had that adjusted because we burnt almost 60% of the supply in the early days. So it's a really it's about half of that in actual economic mass. So people see it and they realize that it's a lot. And but what they don't realize till they look a little bit deeper is our top holder is Incinerator with almost 60% of the supply. So realistically this thing could run way higher than it appears. Not not financial advice, but as far as like the actual valuation, it's still a lot better than some people are aware of. So just want to throw that out there too.
Yo, that's dope. That's dope as hell, man.
Thanks,
That
bro.
is dope as hell. Yeah, you guys have been working your asses off for a long ass time, dude. 3 months is like 3 years in crypto, you
For
know?
real.
So especially crypto Twitter,
Oh man.
where everybody is always out to get you and
Yep.
talk trash and all kinds of stuff, you know.
Hmm.
Plus, there's like the hacks, the rugs,
Oh
like
man,
everything goes by so much quicker.
dude.
So the fact that you guys have been able to like weather all these different storms the past couple months, especially the most impressive thing that I've seen has been like you guys traded sideways when Solana dumped $100.
Yep.
It went from 240, 250 to 125,
Yep.
and then went up to 140. So, yeah, it dumped like 100, dude. Like, what's that? 40%,
Yeah.
38%, and
Yep.
you guys literally just kept trading like normal, like business as usual.
Yep.
That was pretty impressive. If Solana hadn't dumped, if Solana had risen a little bit, I think you guys would have just skyrocketed. But I
Yep.
think people get scared, people get bearish. So,
Sure.
and it doesn't have anything to do with your project. It's just literally just they got scared because Solana, But
Hmm.
in reality, like Solana's not going anywhere. Solana's going to 1,000.
Yes.
I don't know when, but it'll go to 1,000.
Yep.
Like I have a millionaire friend. Like he bought like 15K of Bitcoin when Bitcoin was, I don't remember. No, he bought like a Bitcoin and a half when Bitcoin was at 20K. So he bought like
Nice.
25K, like that. And he sold it because it was too volatile. He was scared. And I was like,
Uh,
dude, it's not going anywhere. Like, and then
yeah.
like recently, this is like 2 years later. I'm like, we have the same conversation. I'm like, damn, I wish you'd have held it because he was giving me a percentage. He gave me a little percentage of whatever he made. So I would have made at least probably, I don't know, like at least a tenth of a Bitcoin. So I probably would have made 10 grand off of his 100 that he would have made. Like, God, dude. Or 100 something. He would have made 125 or something along those lines. I didn't do the math, but yeah, dude. So people just need to not be scared to jump into quality
Yep.
projects, and be scared when you're FOMOing into something. Like
Yes.
that's when you should be scared.
Yep. And
Like when someone has you FOMOing, be scared.
yep. And I think that's the distinction. You buy something. My mentality has kind of been similar to some of the things Michael Saylor said. Just buy the best projects you can find and just hold them forever. Don't look at them, and just kind of the way that I did it years ago was just DCAing, because I feel like any other angle is kind of a losing proposition just statistically. So I knew Bitcoin was going to be great, so I just kept buying a little bit when I could, and that's it. And just having faith it'll be around, and as long as I think you're buying quality projects in the ecosystem, whether that be Solana or more of the EVM based stuff, as long as you're buying projects that are building, especially building during periods like the last few months, just hold on to it, and don't worry about it. Your life will be a lot easier, and your percentage likelihood of winning goes up exponentially. I think Bitcoin, most of its gains come from like 8 days out of the year. So, if you try to time that, it's pretty damn hard. But if you just hold it, you're guaranteed that you're not going to be sidelined when it happens. So, just a little thing that I've learned along the way.
Yeah, literally, if you take your paycheck, like a lot of people in here work paycheck to paycheck. Yo, if you take your paycheck and take like just 10% or 5% of your paycheck and put it into something solid, dude, Solana, Bitcoin, ETH, XRP, stuff like yeah, XRP, I'll add that to the list. Sui, um, add, like, buy those projects, and then like take another part of your paycheck or whatever profits you have, and then put it into solid memes. I think would be like probably the best way to do it.
Mm,
Like in reality, people don't really trust memes, but I trust it when it's a good project, and the like we're sitting here in a space. When do you do your spaces? Every week every week around this
yeah.
time? Yeah, like you do spaces every week. You're always on the timeline. Like you're not going anywhere, and the proof is in the pudding. You've kind of like shown, yo, this is what we're doing. We're gonna do this for the remainder. Like this is how we're rocking. Like that is where when I start trusting. I don't trust the meme. I trust the team. So yeah, dude. I don't know, man. Like I think people should just um, play it a little more safe. And if you want to gamble and degen and stuff like that, totally, yeah, great. But you gotta kind of be smart with it and know. Uh, just I don't know, man. Rule number one in crypto is don't put in what you can't afford to lose. So there's always gonna people are always gonna say that, but people don't always do it. They don't always follow that. So people get burned, but after you get burned gambling and having your fun or whatever, then you come to Suede AI and you see like a real project that's actually building, and you put your money there and you just kind of hold it for a while, see what happens, and then utilize the project, the actual utilities of the project while you're at it. Like you said, all you have to do, if you have $150 worth of Suede AI, you can go to suedeai.x. Is suedeai.xyz?
Yeah.
Okay, go to suedeai.xyz, and then you can actually start creating your own music, make your own songs, have some real fun.
Hmm.
Like bullish, man. Like it's bullish as hell.
Yeah. No, having something that you can try that's related to the project, I think is great, and that was very important to us in the beginning. Is actually having something, not just kind of like an ICO white paper back in the day. But
Oh my
you
god,
remember
dude!
those?
I remember all of those. These projects, and it's like, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, we're gonna
Yeah.
have a metaverse. All like, metaverse was
Oh
the
man.
it word,
Yeah.
buzzword of what 2022,
Yeah.
2021. The metaverse was the buzzword.
Yeah.
Why? Because Bored Apes were gonna have a metaverse, so everybody was gonna have a fucking metaverse.
Yeah.
But yeah, how many metaverses did we actually get?
True.
And even if we did get metaverses, no one's gonna be in them. Like look, Twitter at the moment is a metaverse.
Yeah.
We're a bunch of EFPs having conversations in a space right now. We're in the metaverse. Like it is what it is. Like it just is what it is.
Yeah.
Um, let's take it to. We haven't spoken to Sky yet. What's going on, Sky?
Hey, what's up, man? This is Sky live to you from the metaverse. What's up, Block? Good to see you, man. I've been waiting for you to get on, some spaces. I know you're always promoting some pretty decent projects. What's up, Suede AI? I just wanted to come up and basically just I know I see Theon in the crowd too. He's real big in the AI too, as am I. And what brought me into this space besides Block is the fact that it says Suede AI, so that piqued my interest. And with the recent hype of the AI agents that we just saw come and go, which I predicted back in like November, with virtuals and all that, and other agents, but the first thing that I thought of and that I wanted to ask a question to you was, is this something like Pandora or like some type of Spotify thing, but just on a decentralized platform? Does it have anything to do with that? And also, um, is this also for creators to kind of use as a platform to, get their content out there? Like, could you just go more into detail about the project a little bit in those aspects?
Yeah, no, those are great questions. So it's different from Spotify or any of the other streaming platforms because it's going to be a lot more engaging. So it's going to have a in-browser DAW, and you can export the stems or the MIDI data into the DAW, and then manipulate them if you want to apply compression or like parametric EQ or distortion if it's guitar. So you can actually create it, and then also the Suede Social will help people to get their music out. Whatever is trending in this currently live, whatever people are listening to automatically goes up top and is trending. And then our AI agent on X brings the music into places where it can have exposure. But yeah, I agree with you as far as the AI agents. It was very, like I talked about earlier, it was just very much kind of a LARP. Our AI agent that it actually is agentic at this point is just kind of like a conduit to bringing the music to other places. It's by no means the product. Um, but yeah, so it will help artists with exposure, and then it's different from Spotify or any of the distribution streaming services because you can in-app create the music and then also engage in just listening if you'd like.
Yeah, that's super dope, man. And is it just strictly on Binance?
No, it's not on Binance. It's on Solana. So any of the dexes, Jupiter usually is the easiest way,
Oh,
aggregates.
okay.
But we're on a Sendex, Apex exchange. We're on Bitsy. Um,
Yeah, I only said that because I'm on your link tree now and it says Binance on the top, but I guess
oh,
that was just for your AMA.
yeah, that's at the top. It's the Binance Live AMA.
Okay.
Yeah, and actually did
Sweet,
one
man.
yesterday, so I should update it. No, but I appreciate the questions, man. Thank you for stopping
Yeah, like
by.
I said, I mean, I guess my only thing would be like how to get this to the people that are actually going to use it, you know?
Hmm. Yeah, and that's
But
why we
that's
created.
what the AI bot's for.
Yeah, and also, so I mentioned that Web3 was required to actually like onboarding this. If anyone's familiar with Brave browser, I never would have used Brave browser if it wasn't for the BAT token. So with the tokenomics or the cryptonomics, you can incentivize people to utilize your platform in a way that isn't going to cost the company hundreds of millions of dollars, which is huge because that's always been impossible. You'd have to give people cash, and then you're dealing with 3% fees and things like that. So you've got that element. And then we've also created a creator fund with our DAO so that will fund artists that have, if they have albums or put out anything in film or in podcasts. that will pay $15,000 in Tether, and people can utilize that so they don't have to sell Suede or anything like that, to create, and then they be creating it using Suede and putting either an EP or certain qualifications that we have what's required out there, and this would be traditional creators. So that is probably the one of the toughest parts so far, because it is such a shift from the traditional format. But I think artists have been getting sidelined for so long that they're just glad to be a part of something that actually has money involved, which is rightfully so. I don't know if we had any other questions or to. Well, I think that's pretty much everything on my end. There's a ton of updates, but they're all in the timeline. And yeah, just if you want to go to linktree.com/Suede AI, you can find everything with the site that Sky was just at. So yeah, try it out, use it. I Like I said, we've floated the costs, even though it is decentralized and everything. Obviously we want to see it succeed, and we're all in. So there's no cost to anyone for unlimited storage in the cloud or creation, anything like that. It's all you just have a little token gate, and as long as you meet that, go wild. And even if you don't have that, you can just jump on the site and listen to what people are creating in real time as it gets uploaded to Suede Social. So yeah, try it, see what you think. Our radio station is also live 24/7. If you want to hear it that way, that's an option. But I don't know, Block, if you had anything else you wanted to throw in there. Block's AI too. Yeah, you're not coming through, man. But all right, well,
Yeah, Twitter. These spaces are very wacky,
I know.
extremely wacky. Like a lot of times, people's faces don't even show. Like my hand disappeared when I had put it up. It was weird.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, oh, there he is. He's requested. Yeah, it is wild.
It's crazy how, after all these years or months, I guess, I don't know, since Elon took over, they still haven't been able to fix the spaces bugs that happen.
Yeah, I mean, you got video streaming. You'd think it would be easy to do audio, but yeah,
Okay, yeah, it's probably because I got out of the car. But yeah, dude, I think these spaces are really important. There's a
mm,
lot of spaces with just like hype and just bullshit, you know. I joined a space. I'm not gonna say whose space it was because it doesn't matter. They're all over the place. But it was an influencer space, and it was just straight up farm. You know, it had a bunch of people in it, and it was just a farm. So I think spaces like this are really important because you can kind of get your message across, and people can sort of understand that, yo, this is something of substance. And I think what it is like once people kind of get farmed a few times or get rugged a few times, they kind of get tired of that, and they start to see the patterns, kind of understand like, oh, okay, this is how that works. This is what an organic community looks like. This is what an organic space looks like. And so, excuse me. And so I definitely think that spaces like this are important, and they're pretty fun too because we get to learn a bunch of stuff that we would have never really known otherwise, right? So, yeah, dude, that's all I got to say. I think glad we had this space. Can't wait for the next one.
no, me too. I appreciate all the kind words and the help co-hosting. Total legend. So appreciate that, and thanks to everyone for coming by. And we'll definitely be in contact. All right, guys, have a great night.